welcome to this session about how to land a remote job in less than 3 months. Juliana Rabbi is going to be joining us as a speaker today. She is a recruiter turned career coach. And after working for 15 years as a recruiter and part of the human resources teams in multinational companies all over the world, she has been working remotely for the past 8 plus years now. She has a background in psychology, a master's degree in human resources, and she is currently working as a career coach, and you can easily reach her at www.julianarabi.com. Juliana, now let you take the stage. The stage is all yours. I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you very much for the introduction. So nice to be here. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. So let me share my screen here. This is super exciting. I'm very happy to be here. So let me share what I have prepared specially for you today. So I hope you have pen and paper to take notes because this is going to be extremely practical. So yeah, please be free to write down, to take notes and all of that. Because today we're going to talk about how to land a remote job in less than 3 months. Wow, that's a very short time, right? But is it possible? Yes, it is possible, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So to start with, I consider that it's extremely important to clarify that a remote job is not just the next job in your career. It's not just another job. It's more than that. It's very different than that. So the first thing you should understand is why having a remote job is something different in your career. What is so special about remote jobs? Let's see that. When you have a remote job, apart from the work itself, of course, you still need to deliver the results, what you were hired for. You still need to do your job. But on the top of that, there are other things that will happen to you. So first of all, you'll be able to choose more often. You decide, for example, every day where you want to work from. It can be maybe the city you are working from, but it can be also like if you work in the kitchen table, if you work from your office table, if you work from the bed. So there is much more choice every day when you work remotely. Also, there is no other choice, to learn how to optimize your time. When you are working in an office, you go to the office, you're seated in your chair, and your boss see you there. So it's like you are working, right? Because you're physically present in the office. When you work remotely, that's completely different. Your boss will not be seeing you. There is no such a place that everybody knows that, oh, you are there. So there are ways to optimize your time. You need to do that. You need to deliver results. So it's not only about sitting on the chair and pretend that you are working. Also, when you work remotely, you have time to do the things that really matters to you. So things outside of work. Sometimes working in the office, we are so tired and exhausted. When we get home, that we barely, turn on the TV, eat something, go to sleep, and then it starts again. But when you work remotely, you have much more time to family, friends, your hobbies, volunteering, studying, learning. All those things are way more possible when you work remotely. And also, you can avoid routine when you work from home. You can change things, you can make experiments, you can adjust the way you want to work, the way you want to set your day when you work remotely. So it's quite different than just another job. And pay attention to it. This is very important here. A big mistake that candidates do when they are doing job interviews for a remote job is they say in the interview, right? The person is interviewed, so they say, oh, I'm able to accept any remote job. It doesn't matter the job. I just want to work remotely. As far as it is remotely, I am interested in the job. No, please, please, please don't do that. This is a terrible mistake. You should not say, I'm open to any remote job. It doesn't matter. I just want to work remotely. No, this is not going to help you. Companies will not hire you just because you say, I want to work remotely. This is not enough reason. This is actually very selfish from your side, because if this is the only thing you have to offer the company, the will to work remotely, that's not enough. So this is going to make you look very bad. So forget about, I want to work in any remote job just because it is remotely. This is not the way to actually land a remote job. Forget about it. And I'm saying all of that because I know from experience. Look, I have been working as a recruiter, doing job interviews, evaluating curriculums and resumes, searching for candidates on LinkedIn, doing job interviews. I have been doing this for 15 years. So I really know what happened on the other side of the of the recruitment process, right? I know what companies are looking for. And remotely, I have been working remotely for 8 years. So I really understand from the human resource point of view, from the company's point of view, and from the remote work perspective. So I have different perspectives. That's why I'm here to share. But then you might say, okay, I get it, Juliana. That's very clear that I should not say that I want to work in any remote job just because it is remote. That's not the way to go, right? Correct? But what should I do instead, right? Which are the steps to actually get closer to land a remote job? So, yes, of course, let's talk about it. That's exactly why I'm here. So, grab your pen and paper and start taking notes right now. What I'm going to share here today is a framework, a program that I created, the 6 steps program, and everything I'm going to say you is already tested. So there is no guessing or maybe it's going to work. I think it's going to work. No, everything I'm sharing here is tested already because I implement all the things I'm sharing with you today with my clients. So I had clients who landed remote jobs, their first remote job, their dream remote job, after only 2 sessions with me. So it really works. That's why I'm happy to share it here. The 6 steps framework, the 6 steps program that I create to help people to land remote jobs faster. So, yeah, do you want to see the step by step? Do you want to see exactly how I guide my clients through this process? So, yes, let's do it. Step 1, it's about clarity and roadmap. So, if you don't know where you are going with your career, if you don't have a career plan, everything you do will be a waste of time, a waste of money, and a waste of energy. So please do not start any kind of job search if you don't know what you're looking for. So it's extremely important that you define your career goals. So short-term goals, long-term goals, also that you start with where you are now. What is my reality? What is my situation? Where I am at the moment? No, I want to go back here. Yes. Where you are now, where you want to get, short-term goals, long-term goals, the options that you have to get there. And then you start creating a roadmap, a guidance, like a plan to get there step by step. But again, let me say that again. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to waste your time, your money, and your energy. So first, take some time to get clarity about what do I want next in my career. Extremely important, clarity and roadmap. Then we go to the step 2 of the program that I use with my clients, and it's taking care of your online presence. Because let me ask you one thing between us here. If I check your LinkedIn profile today, and some people are sharing LinkedIn links and all of that, so I'm going to check some of you later. Is it showing your best version online? Is your LinkedIn really like great, amazing, I'm looking great there, or not? Is your resume, when you apply for a job offer, making you look like the best candidate available, or all the way around? And is your cover letter powerful? Is it really tailored, like specific to each job? Or it's kind of a mess, all those things, LinkedIn, resume, and cover letter. So if you don't know that, let me tell you that recruiters and hiring managers, they do check online for candidates. That's the reality. So if your online presence is not well taken care, they're going to get the wrong image about you. So what will they find out about you if they search for you online? Be very careful about it and very intentional also about that. So the second step is take care of your online presence, because people will check that. Then step 3 is, you know, those moments in a job search that we feel low, we feel stuck, we start doubting if, not sure if this is for me, maybe I'm aiming for something too high, maybe I should just, whatever, stay in the job that I have, maybe I'm not good enough to land a remote job. So does it ring a bell to you? Do you ever felt like, maybe I will never get there, maybe it's too hard? So when you get stuck, when you feel low, when you lack of confidence, It happened because job search can be exhausting. I know that everybody who has been through a job search know how hard it can be sometimes. So the step 3 is all about amplifying your perspectives and overcome the stones on the way, the limiting beliefs, the problems that you find on the way. So a very simple way to do that is whenever you feel stuck in your job search, whenever you feel doubt, whenever you are afraid, you're not happy, you're not moving ahead, ask yourself, is this situation I'm afraid of a real situation? Yes or no? So if it is, try to see how to better prepare to overcome this situation. If it is real, you need to deal with that. But then if you say, no, this is not real, actually, it's just something happening here. It's just, there is no fundament for that, for this fear that I'm feeling. Then how to move on and how to direct my time and energy to other things. So low moments will happen in the job search, and it's important to find a way to deal with that. How to do that? Surround yourself with positive examples of people who already landed a remote job. So get inspired by people around you, people that are already where you want to get. So have them close to you and have them as an inspiration for you. Successful people in your area. Reconnect also with your superpower. So don't forget your values, your skills, your purpose. Go back to the clarity, go back to the step 1. So reconnect with yourself and surround yourself with people who are successful in the same way that you want to be. Step 4 is about applying for job offers. So let me be very clear here. If you're still using the old model of applying for 10 job offers per day, this is not what's going to help you to land a remote job. This is the least effective way to land a good remote job in 2021 in the middle of the pandemic. So this is not the way to go. This is old style of applying for jobs. You send your resume and then you wait for the company to call you. No, that's not the way it works anymore. So instead of just applying for jobs, what you should do is creating a job searching routine that works for you. So block your agenda in advance, right? Save the time before and remember your goals and align your strategy with that. Not just keep yourself busy, but do the right things to achieve what you want to achieve. Also, you have to get out of your comfort zone because if you keep doing the same things, you're going to keep having the same results that you're having now. So if you're not there yet, it's time to change. It's time to try new things to improve the chances that you land a remote job. And a nice exercise that I suggest is that you make a list of 10 to 15 companies that you want to work for. You have that clear, like your dream companies, the companies that you really like, you really would like to work for. And then you start strategically connecting with people from that company. So that's a nice way to use your time. You know where you're going, you know which companies you want to work for, and then you start connecting with people working there. So it's all connected, right? And the step 5 of how to land a job in less than 3 months has all to do with networking and also the power of landing jobs without applying online. So I just said that applying online is not the most effective way anymore, right, for landing a remote job. So now let me tell you instead what is way more effective, not just applying for jobs. I want to ask you, I won't be able to see your reply, but answer to yourself this question. Do you know what is the hidden job market? Have you heard about this expression? The hidden job market. I don't know if this term rings a bell to you, but let me explain what it means. Most of the positions, real positions, okay, they exist. So most of the positions available, they are not posted anywhere. You will not find most of the positions on LinkedIn, on Monster, on Indeed. They are not there. Why is that, Juliana? That's a bit weird, right? Well, there are different reasons for that. We won't go into the details, but the fact is around 80%, the big majority of the positions are not posted anywhere in any job board. So if you just limit your job searching by sending your resume, applying for jobs that you see posted online, you're just competing with 20% of the positions. And that's not fair with you. I want you to have access to all the positions. So you need to access the hidden job market. How do you do that? That's the 1 million question, right? So let's see how to do that. The secret is, the way to get there is networking. Okay, Juliana, I have heard about networking, but I don't really know how to do it. I've tried, but it feels weird and all of that. So, how to network in the best way, in the proper way? Let's see very practical tips here. First, it's important that you create your network before you need it. So, people can smell desperation, they can feel it. So, if you connect with someone and immediately you're like, "Hi, ma'am, can you help me to land a job? How can you review my curriculum? Hi, I need a job." This is not the way to go. So please don't do that. Start creating your network and your connections before you actually need them. That's the best way to go. Also, be in the right time, in the right place, connect with the right people. So attending events like this one. So congratulations for being here. This is one way of networking in the right way. Also attending other events, other networking events, courses, books, communities. So surround yourself by the right people and share, add value to them also. So networking is not only about I'm going to get what I need from other people. No, no, it's an exchange. So make sure you also add value in each interaction that you have with people. Don't be boring, please, because nobody want to connect with the boring person in the room, right? The one that is only negative, the one that only complains, the one that all the time, like, only seeing the bad side of the story. So be a nice person, because more people will probably want to connect with you if you're nice, if you're pleasant to be around. Again, get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, I have to say that again, because there is no other way. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep having the same results. But the good thing is that networking is something you can train, you can get confidence, so you can learn how to network. You don't need to be born as a super strong networker, but you can learn how to do it. You can improve with time. You can get confidence on it. And very important here, LinkedIn is a great place to network online. It is for free. You don't need to have a premium profile to do that. You can network on LinkedIn, and a lot of people that you need to network are exactly on LinkedIn already. The step 6, the last step in my program to help my clients to land remote job, is the interview preparation. Because let me tell you that there is no such a thing of like I'm too prepared for the interview. I prepared too much. No, it doesn't exist. Every preparation is good and it's necessary, especially if you do it in the right way. So investigate about the company in advance. And when I say that, I don't mean scroll down on the website super fast and just have a quick glance, and after that you not even remember what you read. I mean, like, investigate more about the company you are applying for, and make the interview about the company, not about yourself. If you remember what I said at the beginning, it's not a nice strategy if you say I want a remote job, any job, just because I want to work remote. No, this is being selfish and making the interview just about you. The same thing, the same wrong thing is saying, I want this job because I'm very interested. So what? That's not enough to convince the recruiter. Or please give me a chance and I'll do my best. No, no. Interviews is not about giving you a chance. It's not about because you're nice, I'm gonna, choose you. You need to understand the company's need, what they are looking for, which is the problem that the new person is gonna solve, and then show if you are the person to do that. So how to do it is bringing real examples from previous jobs that you have done. Even if you never work remotely, it's fine. Just bring real examples, successful projects, results, numbers. Bring that to the interview to show, to demonstrate that you are the right person to fill this position. Check the average salary in the market. So when you go for the interview, when you go negotiate your salary, you should know very well what the market is paying for that. And once you finish the interview, once you go home, send a thank you letter to the recruiter, to the hiring manager. Thank them for their time, because very few people do it, and it's an amazing way to differentiate yourself when you do that. Oh, there was a lot of information, right? We're almost running out of time. So everything I said is tested, everything works, but I help you to get started. So to finish here, please take your pen and paper or the file where you're taking notes and write down one action, one single thing, the next step you commit to do from everything that I mentioned in this presentation to implement tomorrow in order to get you closer to your dream job. So one action that you commit to yourself, this is not for myself, this is for you. So one action that you are ready to do tomorrow to start getting closer and closer to your remote job. If you don't take actions, if you don't get out of your comfort zone, nothing will happen. So it's time to take actions. Write down one action. And from my side, thank you very much. Great to be here. And yeah, let's keep in contact. You can find me on LinkedIn, on my website. Let's keep in touch. Oh, I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. But anyways, I'm here. I am here. Okay, I'm here alone. Technology issues. Yeah, that's what happened in life moments. Okay. Let's see. Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
Juliana.
Now I can hear you.
Awesome. That was a really wonderful presentation, and I am sure the audiences had a lot to learn from the session as well. Now we have the stage open for the questions. If you guys have any questions, you can just raise your hand by clicking on raise hand emoji on your screen. Let's see who we can bring on stage to interact with Juliana. We have Ashwin, Sarvesh.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for the useful information. Uh, can you, are these slides shared with us?
Oh, maybe she can confirm that. That's a good question. I don't know.
Sure, I'll ask the team to share it with you all after the session ends, after we are done with the event.
Okay, so we will get an email about
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
you have any questions for Juliana?
No, this was the main question because the slides are very helpful. So I just wanted to refer it even later.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashwin. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
I see that we had a raised hand from Mark. Mark, would you like to raise your hand again so I can bring you on stage? All right. Hi, Mark.
Hello, can you all hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. So my question was that traditionally networking, you'd go and meet people for like coffee and lunch, that kind of thing. How would you recommend, or what recommendations do you have to network with folks remotely or informally?
Yes. You can start chatting with them on LinkedIn, on the private chat. And you can move on to a Zoom call, for example. That's what people say, like a virtual coffee. So instead of meeting in person because of the circumstances, and also because maybe the person is in another country, you can do the same thing like we are doing now. A Zoom call, a Zoom meeting. That's more and more normal now. So it used to feel awkward, but now it's okay. I just recommend that you have some kind of engagement before you go for the video. So exchange some chats, talk a little bit, check the best time for the person, but you can easily do it via Zoom. Block like 15, 20 minutes, not more than that, and prepare yourself for the session. If you're inviting the person, have 2, 3 questions you want to ask, check about the person's profile before. So don't go just like, oh, I know nothing about you. Tell me everything, because then you're losing a great opportunity to look smart and to look professional. So talk on the chat with LinkedIn, schedule a call, and prepare yourself before that. That's a nice way to do that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh, I cannot hear you again. Now I
Sorry.
can. Yeah.
So we have Kiran Hegre from India. I'll just hand the mic to him. Hey, Kiran.
We cannot hear you.
Hi, Kiran. Can you hear us?
Oh, no sound from Kiran.
Okay. In the meanwhile, we can pick up some questions.
Oh, I think she okay. Yes, you're back.
Yeah. So in the meanwhile, we can pick up some questions from the Q&A. It's from Rita, who's a partner manager at Tech Job Fair. Just to be clear and avoid the awkward feeling you mentioned, do you suggest to connect with people on LinkedIn before or after you actually met somewhere?
Both things can happen. There is not the right order. So, for example, if you have a job interview with the hiring manager, you can connect on LinkedIn before you have the interview. That's natural. You can even say, "Hi, we have a job interview tomorrow. I would love to connect before." So just make it natural. But you can also do the other way around. You do the interview. After you leave the interview, you connect with the person. So there is no right order. Actually, the most important thing is that first you connect, and second, that you do something with that connection, because it's not only about the number. Oh, I'm connected to 2,000 people. Okay, what are you doing with that? Nothing. So it's a waste of time. So before or after, it doesn't really matter as far as you keep talking and engaging with that person.
I couldn't agree more with that. I always, this is my policy that I will always send a LinkedIn invite to a person once I get in touch with someone. So even if I'm finding speakers for my events, even if I'm interviewing somewhere, even if I'm speaking with someone or connecting on professional level, I'll just first send them the LinkedIn request. It's a great place to connect even after later on.
And look, we are human. So
Yes.
it's people connecting to people. So make it natural. That's the thing. So don't make it awkward. Say something. I received some connections from people say, "Hi, I want to attend your talk in the Tech Job Fair." And that was nice. They connected last week with me. They just made it natural. They said why they were connected, and I really loved it. So just make it natural. Say something, and things will happen. Oh, people are asking me to share my LinkedIn profile. Let me do that. Yes. So just a second. If you want to bring another question while I'm copying the link here, I'm going to share my LinkedIn profile.
Sure.
Give me one.
So we will be closing in the next 2 minutes. If you guys have any questions, you can put it in the Q&A tab, or you can just raise your hand and come on stage.
Okay, I just shared my LinkedIn profile on the chat. I'll be happy to did I? I can't find it.
So we have one question
yes.
from Ravi.
Okay.
It's all about branding yourself on social media. What are the best practices to maintain online presence?
Okay, great question, Ravi. First thing is have a LinkedIn profile that is accurate. So imagine that you change jobs 1 year ago, that now you want to work in marketing, not anymore in the area that you are, and your LinkedIn profile is not reflecting that. So the first thing is have a profile that reflects the reality of you now, updated, completed. Very important, the profile photo that you have. So go for a professional photo, recent one. Don't take that nice photo from 10 years ago. No. So accurate and complete profile reflecting the reality of your situation at the moment. Also being active on social media. And when I say active, I also mean strategically. So it's not to post videos about dogs, videos about, your birthday. It's, of course you can also share personal thing, but we are talking from a professional perspective. So share content, engage with content related to your area, related to your expertise, related to the kind of topics you want to be seen as an expert. And also connect with people in your area. So the more you are aligned with people doing the same things you want to do, working remotely already, working in the companies that you want to work, the more they will know that you exist. So you go from nowhere, I have never heard about Ravi, to, oh, he's a very interesting guy. His profile is great. We have been chatting for a long time. So it's a lot of things, but to be very fast, have a great, updated, and complete profile. Be active in the right social media with the right content and engage with the right people. Be strategic about it. I hope that helps, Ravi.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful answer. And thank you so much for answering all of our questions today.
No problem. My pleasure.
Thank you everyone for joining us. And we had a great session with Juliana. If you all can agree, can I get some claps? You can use the emoji button for that.
I see claps and hearts. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for being
Awesome.
here. Thank you for your time. I hope you take notes and you can implement that soon. Okay? Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Juliana. Thank you everyone for joining us. Please stay on for our next session.
Bye.
Bye-bye.